Hi everybody, it's Claire with another art journal video. So today I am going to be doing the cover on my completed craft journal. I think, as you know, if you've watched my channel before, this is one of my favourite journals to work in. It's such a lovely size and the quality of the craft paper in it is just amazing. It's brilliant for all sorts of reasons. The colours really jump out of the page against the craft, and the thickness of the craft lends itself to so many things too. So I'm starting off using Dina Wakley, I think it's Turquoise, and I'm just brushing some of that onto the cover, just making sure to try and leave some spaces so I'm not covering up all that lovely colour. And then giving it a quick dry, and then I'm going to add some stenciling onto the top of it. So I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to do when I started this one. I just kind of went with it really. And I don't often choose blues. I'm very much, I think, a warm colours person, and I like purples added into the mix as well, and pinks and reds and oranges, yellows. So I do have to make a conscious decision to use blue paint. You will also notice that I did have a bit of a boo-boo when I did this journal, and I started working in it upside down, which I was really annoyed about. But anyway, a little voice said, like, it really doesn't matter. And actually, it doesn't matter. It's not like there's a right way up or not. It just happens that the word Ranger is at the top of the front page on the journal, but never mind. So then I'm just using this Dina Wakley circle stencil, and I'm using some blackberry and lapis and a blending tool, and I'm just adding some of those colours on through the circle stencil. I'm overlapping some of the colours in some places just to create different tones in the circles to create a bit more interest, but kind of keeping this fairly simple. So then I'm just popping the stencil back in place and then putting another stencil over the top, and I'm going to add some more stenciling onto the circles that are already on the page. So you can see I'm just adding some circles onto that one. And that didn't feel right with that circle missing there. A bit of a, I don't know, it's got to be just right. It's got to feel right, and if it doesn't feel right, change it so it does. So I did that on the front, and then I went in with the same colour that was on the background for the spots to start off with, and then I am using Peacock as well. Oh, first of all, I just added a bit more of that turquoise over that circle, just to change the tone a little bit. And then a smaller circle stencil, this one is from Tim Holtz, I think it's called Bubbles, just to add a different size of circle. I do like circles. I notice lots of people on Instagram, art journalers and artists, say that they really like circles. There is something about them, I don't know. It's a very pleasing shape. So then, once I'd added lots of circles on, then it was time to go in with the mantras stencil and add some idea of some text. I'm just using the same peacock paint because it's a little bit darker, different to the background colour, and just kind of stenciling in some places and not everywhere. This is one of my all-time favourite stencils. It's the botanical stencil. It comes with masks as well. I don't know whether you can still get this. I mean, I think I'm right in saying that once stencil sets from Ranger are sold out from Dina, they don't get made again. So if you do come across one and you've not got it, then get it quick. But it is such a fabulous stencil. Very versatile. So here I am using black and just adding some of those stencils onto there. And then I added a bit of white and made a grey tone so that it was slightly different. Working in threes again. And then just using my white gel pen and just outlining the stenciling that I've put onto the cover. Then I'm just using the Posca pen, just adding a bit of mark making and doodling onto the page as well. More circles, more dots. It just helps break up the background a little bit too. It gives a look that I do really like. And then realising that I'd completely forgotten about the back of the journal, decided I'd better do some mark making on there. But who looks at the back, right? I don't know. I don't often turn around and look at the back, but didn't want it to feel left out. So did some mark making there too. Then this is a chipboard from Tim Holtz, and I'm just stapling that in place with Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher. I did actually peel it off the backing so it was a little bit thinner. And then just added some more details with the white gel pen. This is one of my favourite things to do when I've finished a journal. I never do the cover before I start the journal because sometimes things do get quite messy and they can get covered in paint, and I would be a bit upset if it got messed up before I'd finished the journal. So this is like almost like a reward for finishing. It sounds ridiculous. For finishing a journal, I love to do the cover. It's very exciting. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this simple process of doing this cover, just using stencils and paint and pens, nothing else really. So there you go, there it is, the finished look. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.